Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Wayward, shall we? And we're going to start a new character because, well, our character died, and I'm still trying to learn this game, so this will be a great opportunity to start from scratch and see if I can learn from my death. Alex, Fading, good evening. Oh, Fading is saying he saw the crawl video. Yeah, the hand crossbow is amazing. We're doing great work with that Spriggan crossbow. Oh, you played Solasta, Fading? It's cool because it's 5th edition, so it's like, you know, I'm trying out some different classes in 5th edition, and I'm loving Solasta so far. Oh, you kickstarted it. Well. Touche. Well, I appreciate your kickstarting because it is a lot of fun. Hey, Crawler Nick. Thank you for teleporting and coming in to say hi. All right, everybody. We're going to dive into Wayward, and I'm going to start a new game. And we're going to do exactly what we did before, which is we're going to go hardcore mode, and we're going to not modify the game. I'm just going to call this, you know, Incompetent 2, and roll. And we're going to use Dr. Incompetent again. And I don't know what happens if you use the same character more than one time, but I think it's funny. And we'll try it. I don't think you keep any skills. I think it's new every time, right? Let me see. Let me just check myself out. See if I can find my character stuff. So the cool thing about the game is time is not going to pass while I'm not doing anything. Yeah, Crawler, exactly. And so let me just check. Alright, so now we have the stranded note, and we're going to do the welcome quest because I need to keep doing this tutorial quest until I get it, and I don't get it. So we're going to say complete quest, and we're going to say gear up. And so this game, I have played a couple of times with videos on the channel, and my first character didn't make it because I didn't quite understand what I was doing. It's kind of like you wake up on this desert island. Well, it's not really desert, is it? You just wake up on an island, and your character is good at nothing, and you're basically naked with just a few supplies. And it's kind of like a crafting survival game in that sense, but it's also a roguelike with battles, permadeath. It's turn-based, it's top-down, so it's very deep, and it feels like Elona and Minecraft kind of, you know, mixed together. A little Stardew Valley in there. So it's got a lot of good pedigree in terms of its influence. I just have to understand all of the systems because they're kind of complicated. So let's see if we can get it. So we need to open our equipment with E. So we'll push E, and you get this little like equipment window here. You can sort these however you'd like. And then, I mean, I'll tell you one thing about this game so far that I really enjoy. It's very, very well done for being like a small team indie kind of game. The graphics are hilarious. It's very, very much like Final Fantasy 1 for the Nintendo kind of graphics, which I, you know, love. But then the UI is really, really user-friendly, makes a lot of sense. It's just a very deep game, so there's a lot going on. So let's see. Hover over items and then press E to toggle it as being equipped. So like, for example, I can hover over this tattered cloth and push E to wear it or not. So we have like some tattered clothing that we're wearing. And you can hold items, and that's fine. And they want us to equip a weapon in our main hand. So I'm going to equip this in my main hand and add a item to an action slot. Okay. And so what we can do is say, you know, I can drag this granite hoe down to like the action slot. And what this thing can do is that it is lets you till the ground for farming, which, okay, I guess. But it also has a whole bunch of other stats. So I'm mousing over it to show you. It's got like It tells you how much it weighs. It tells you its durability. It tells you what it's grouped under in terms of its categories. Then it tells you all the things you can use it for. So you can hold it. You can do one slashing damage with it. You can till. You can pack the ground. You can also harvest with it. Chop 0, mine, melee, craft, throw, offer, or disassemble. And so, okay. Now, they want us to go ahead. Now, I did these earlier, so I'm kind of like moving through them a little bit rapidly. Now they want us to get resources, and this is a part of the game that I was terrible at. So it says, now that you have something equipped and assigned to an action slot, you can try to gather some resources. Make sure if you're using an item in your action slot that it's set to chop or mine. Okay, so I'm going to be like, 2, okay, is... looks like, what did we do right there? We tilled the beach, right? But I don't want to till. I'm going to right-click on this, and then you can change the action. And what we want to do is actually chop, but even though we can't chop anything here, right? So I'm going to say harvest, and let's get a harvest as our action, okay? And we're going to just select this, and man, look how deep even this part of the game is. Like, by the way, this 8-bit music is hilarious. So I can say use a granite hoe, or I can say use any hoe, and then here's the actions that we can use over here. And I have to do this before it's discoverable. So let me go over here, and you kind of have to face and move. I'm going to pick up this animal skull. We got it. And we're going to go down to this maple tree. And I'm going to right-click on the maple tree, and you see that you can gather with your hands, or you can use an item. And this is what I was not doing. I don't know how I didn't see this, but I was always doing it with my bare hands. I can try to chop. And I chopped. And what did I chop with? Did I chop with the hoe, or did I chop with the wooden pole? Boy, that's complicated. I'm not sure. Whatever I did, I didn't chop with my hand, and so that's pretty decent. All right, I'm going to move over here. And this window is your crafting window, so I could like make a spear, which actually seems smart, instead of a pole. So let's actually craft up a pole. And we're going to try to craft it again, and we got it. So we made ourselves a wooden spear, and I'm going to equip it, but this was... I'm going to put it down here instead. We don't have a pole anymore. Now, you can see... Man, look how slick this is. It's so interesting. In the bottom right corner of the item... So if you have an item that has durability, there's like a white durability bar below it. And then there's a equipment icon on the bottom left corner. And then on the bottom right corner, there's these 3 boxes with a kind of outline of a box bouncing out. And I think this means that it's assigned to an action bar slot. Now, I want to assign this right now to chop. And so can I do this? But I can't really chop, right? Because this is a spear, and a spear isn't good at that. It's interesting. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay. So I'm going to try to chop. No, that's not working. Item... Chop. I don't know what I'm chopping it with, but I'm chopping. So let me see if I can assign that. This I don't quite get. Like, if I push C, nothing happens. Okay, I tried to harvest. That was good. Oh, I did set it to chop. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, So, I was able to figure this out. Okay. Bear with me, everybody. I told you I was going to be trying this game. There's a lot going on, all right? So, it's telling me that I messed up. This note, the game has this like reactive note system that it gives you when you do something. It's really an interesting way to do a tutorial. It doesn't preemptively do it. It just kind of like does it in reaction to you doing something. Anyway, this is telling me that I messed up, but I was able to try again. Now, you'll notice down here on my action bar, I right-clicked this to configure the slot, and it is a spear, but it's in the bottom right, you'll see that the chop icon is there. So that means when I push 1, I'm going to chop with my spear. Even though my spear is terrible at it, I'm raising my lumberjacking skill dramatically. Now, if I mouse over lumberjacking, it creates a tooltip and it says, increase your chance of gathering resource on trees, increase the quality of resources gathered from trees, decreases chance of stamina reduction, and increases amount of resources. So it's fantastic. Apparently my reputation impact is minus 25. I don't know what that means. And you can raise your strength while you're lumberjacking, apparently. I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay, right? So I'm going to close the equipment window by pushing E. I'm going to push C to open up the crafting window and just see what we can make. So apparently I can make a glass bottle of purified fresh water, which is very good. And that's because I have just an empty glass bottle. And I have some unpurified fresh water. So I can make this. I mean, look at this. This is why I was saying, like in the video I made, this game is kind of like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead as well. It's like the bright and sunny Cataclysm, except it is deceptive. Like you think it's like Stardew, and then you get killed by a bat. That's what happened to me. So all I need to make this... by the way, don't ever drink water in this game until you purify it, because you poison yourself, and I almost died from it. So... in this case, it tells you what this is grouped under. It tells you what skill is required. You need chemistry. And it tells you that it's going to use a glass bottle of unpurified fresh water to make this, but then I need a fire source, which I don't yet have. So anyway, I'm going to keep gathering branches. I'm going to keep chopping, and I did. And I got myself some tree bark. Now, you can, instead of craft, you can break things down with dismantle. So I can take this branch and I can dismantle it into a wooden pole so I can make a better tool, potentially. I can also make a cork for, you know, stopping up bottles, which is like Caves of Cud. It's hilarious. All right, so there's not much left on this tree. And by using the wrong tool, I've almost broken my wooden spear, but we got ourselves a log. Which is interesting. And what can I dismantle a log into? Tree bark and wooden planks. That's fascinating. All right. Can I repair this? Like, how do I repair it? Maybe I just need to make a new one. I don't know. And I'm sure I'm devastating my equipment because I'm just like doing things with the wrong tool, but I don't have the right tool. So here we go. And yeah, it's about to break. And boom, it's almost gone. And my wooden spear is dead. Now, it might seem foolish to you. You might seem like, what have you done with your wooden spear? Why would you do that? And yeah, that's an argument. But I'll tell you what, if I use my bare hands, the only result is disaster. Now, I can make a mortar and pestle, which seems fun. But instead, I'm going to go to dismantle, and I'm going to dismantle this branch. And then I'm going to craft myself a wooden spear, which I can make again. And I could also... I'm just going to make another spear. And I'm just going to keep, like, trying to gather stuff with this. And I know it's not ideal, but my lumberjacking is going up. And I'm happy with that. And I'm still trying to get branches. It says, find maple trees to gather branches, right? So I'm looking at that. And in front of me is a maple tree. And so I'm going to keep trying to gather branches. And we got the branches. Great. So we got all the branches that we needed, and now it's time for us to go over and get some stone. Now there's stone over here. You just have to kind of till the earth, or there's just pile of rocks. So let's go get this pile of rocks. Can I get it? No, I think I have to dig this up. Now here comes a snake, which is a complete disaster. Let me get another action here. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and dig, but not with that. I want to dig with my, I guess with my hoe, but that action isn't there. I can dig with my hands, but that's a complete mistake. Let's see. I have a sharpened rock, but I want to make something better. I don't want this snake to do anything to me because he'll ruin me. All right. I want to till this ground. So I'm going to go over here and maybe because I'm holding the wrong item. Let me go back to let me equip this, and then now let's see if I can. No, I still can't. I still can't till the ground. That seems a shame. All right, let's right click on this and let's just say, can you tills a tile if it can be tilled. Right. You cannot till here. Okay, I need to dig. Mine is interesting. Where is dig? Inapplicable. Okay, well then try to mine it, I guess. Let's see if I can mine. You cannot mine anything here, alright? Granite ground. I feel like I was digging before, but apparently not. Maybe because I have the wrong tool. Let's see. This is saying nothing lasts forever. My wooden spear is breaking. With the right resources, I could fashion a hammer to repair it. Oh, okay. So they're telling me how I could repair it. It's with a hammer, but I don't have a hammer. I don't even know how to get or dream of getting a hammer. All right. So let's see. It's like you hack away at a pile of rocks, but you do not produce any resources. And then it's interesting because I tried to... now, the wooden spear, you can still use it. You could just chop at it. It's not a good... No, you can't. Never mind. That's the wrong thing. No, yeah, it's still raising my skill. It's just bad. All right, so let's go ahead and dismantle. I'm going to move away from this snake because I don't want it to chase me. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this. Dismantle this. And then what can we craft? Maybe I should craft a bow. Now, the fire plow is actually good for making fire. So that's something to consider. Ooh, a hand drill. Oh, right. This is what you use to make a fire. Stick and groove method. Man, so we need to make a fire. I'm going to craft that, and I'm going to craft that. So now I have the fire tool. I'm going to put this down here for making a fire. And we're going to be getting hungry. My sharp rock is also about to explode. Yeah, so it says mine. Let's see if we can actually mine the side of the mountain instead of just... I think that's the problem. I was trying to mine the floor, and let's see if I can mine, like, this. Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, I used a sharp granite to do that, but unfortunately that did not go very well. What is this thing? It's a claw worm. Uh-oh. It's trying to get me. No, that's going to result in my doom. That's lettuce. Oh, okay. Let's eat this. Nickman, good morning. Good to see you. Harvest with your hands. Try to harvest it again. Or can I harvest it with, I don't know, with a tool? I got seeds. I'm trying to gather this lettuce. I don't want to fight this worm. This lettuce is really, really hard to get. Can I dig the ground? No? I don't really want to chop it. Craft sharp granite. Oh, I can just craft it with regular granite. Okay, yeah, let's make that. Great. Okay, so, we needed to craft granite, okay? And it says, make a sharp rock which is used for crafting. Not every attempt to craft an item is successful, and the chance of success depends on your skill. Right. Now we need to dismantle, and they want us to dismantle a branch, a log, or granite. Okay, so let's go ahead and dismantle some granite. Oh, but it requires a hammer. All right, well then... a branch, a log, or granite. All right, let's go get a log or something. I can't do this. I'm going to go over here to a tree. I'm going to get away from this worm. I just don't trust this thing. It's following me to the ends of the earth. My God, worm. I'm just a, shipwrecked individual here. All right, we got one. So we're going to go to dismantle, and we'll dismantle that to complete the quest. Now it's saying hunting. It's time to learn another important survival skill. Hunting. Find a creature with meat and slay it. You can butcher its corpse after dealing the final blow. Use a sharpened item while facing it by using butcher. So they want me to kill something. The only real problem with the prospect of killing something is I don't have a good weapon. I have like a spear. And so far, my experience of fighting in this has been disastrous. But maybe I can fight this worm. Is there any information on how hard it is? Not that I see. Well, no rest for the weary, I guess. I'll go ahead and equip my spear. No, I don't want it in my offhand. I want it in my primary hand. No. Got it. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to attack this thing. It hit me. I hit it. A piercing damage appears to be ineffective. That's a problem. That's all I've got. Alright, I tried to hit it. My spear has broken. Okay, we're going to go ahead and equip this. And I'm going to hit it with my hoe. I appear to be vulnerable from the attack. It's injured. I'm about to die. Alright. So this is telling me that I need to run. And this is saying, is this the end? And this thing is actually running from me, which is good. Now, I am tired, okay? So I need to sleep. I do have a leaf bedroll I can use for sleeping, I guess. So let's just run away and just admit, accept the fact that we're terrible. And we can go ahead and try to rest on the ground here. Oh no, Nick, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Were you overclocking? I'm just resting right here to try to recover. You rested for a few minutes on your bedroll. Let's see. It seems like it's actually helping me. Oh, man. It snuck up on you. It was like a great time, and then your computer started smoking. Yeah, I've been there. We're going to try to keep sleeping on this bedroll. All right. This is actually working. slightly. I've got my stamina back. I've almost got my health back. I need a better weapon, though. You know what I mean? So I could try to make a bowstring, and let's make a bow. Let's see if we can make a bow. Yeah. Sometimes you hear your computer turn on, you know, and it's like a jet, and you're like, oh my god, what have I done? Time to turn the graphics down. I've definitely been there. All right, I'm going to go back to just chopping this tree. And let's make a string. And then if I want to make a bow, I just need a wooden pole, which I can easily get. I just need some branches. This is a maple tree. Oh, botany. No. I'm not trying to... I'm trying to chop it. Huh. Chop. No, I'm not trying to harvest. Darn. Oh, it's because I have the wrong thing equipped. I see. Right. Equip your spear. Oh, I made a good spear. It's a superior spear. Let me take this off and put this one on. Now, when I do this, I think it's going to work. There we go. Sweet. Oh my gosh. Hey, Crab, good evening. Yeah, Fading. I kind of get some, like, I haven't played Unreal World, but, man, I just don't know. There's so many things. I need to learn how to just do basic stuff, like make a hammer. So Alex is saying my reputation with nature keeps going down because I'm terrible. And I get a bad feeling from that. But I've made a bow. Or I tried. I did it. Okay, we have a bow. Now we need to make arrows. What is it going to take to make just a basic arrow? Wooden poles and feathers. Oh, God. Well, I made a bow. I did that. We're just going to need to work on that. All right, we need to dismantle... Oh, God, we don't have a branch. This is always a problem. I don't have any branches, so I'm going to have to just try to gather and pray that I don't cut myself to death. I just need to get a branch. Got one. There we go. Now, I can craft an arrow shaft, but we won't have an arrow until I get feathers. So the bow is pretty useless, I guess. Oh, you know what, Fading? I think we talked about that game with Mike, and I remember that. I never played it. I did play Neo Scavenger, which is a kind of another one of these just absolutely bananas kind of things. All right, let's make a... do I have a spear? No, I need to make another spear. I can't go around without a spear. All right, so... you know, equip it in the main hand. Like that. There it goes. All right. And there we go. Okay. I mean, I'm not dead, but they're just like hunting. Go hunting. And it's like, well, I tried to fight the most basic thing with a spear, and apparently that was the worst idea. So let's look at this. What if I wanted a hammer? Oh... Okay, I could actually make a hammer. I just need a string, and I need a pole. Okay, actually, now we're getting somewhere.